So right now I'm prepping some strips of wood for the next phase of the project, which is installing the fabric on the panels. So these panels are an exposed frame. So the face of the panel, the fabric has to be flush with it. And I can do that by putting these strips of wood inside and then stapling the fabric to those. I'll go over that in another video. I just kind of wanted to go over how I made these. So basically, I think all these strips started off as a 1x5 or something like that. And this is what's left of it right here. So I actually painted the face of it black before I cut them because trying to paint those little strips would be time consuming. So I rolled the one side of the wood black because the fabric color is black, and I don't want the colorless pine bleeding through the fabric because the insulation itself is a dark brown color, so it doesn't show through the fabric. I had wanted to use MDF. In fact, the prototype panel that I built uses MDF for these strips, but the problem I was having with that is that the MDF was splitting pretty badly when I stapled it. So you can see here I did like a little test piece and I got 0 splitting on this. So this is much, much, much better. You know, the downside is that I have to paint it, which is not a big deal because it didn't take me that long because the MDF is a dark color already and it matches the insulation, so that was nice. And the MDF is super sharp and the lines are very crisp. So you can just throw it right on the table saw and go at it. Whereas the pine, I really had to search for some pieces that were flat. So it won't be as flat as the MDF, but it's not going to split when I staple it. So that's why I went to pine. And realistically, I didn't want the panel to have so many kinds of woods. I have some redwood over there and some I could use for the strips, but you know, I wanted to keep the amount of wood that's in these panels down pretty much to just pine and walnut, which is, you know, the miter splines are walnut, so I didn't want to have like 3 or 4 different kinds of material in the panel. And I got a lot of pieces out of this 1x5 or 1x4 or whatever it was. You can see, fortunately, I might be able to use this last piece. Sorry, let me get my finger out of the way. But yeah, the problem is probably not actually because the push stick, see, just barely went in there. Barely went in, just barely. So I probably won't be able to use this, or a section of it anyways. But that's okay. I got more pieces out of it than I thought. So I have some, this is called X-board. It's basically like a, you get it at Home Depot, and like when you're painting or doing work like that, you put it on the carpet or the flooring to protect it. I didn't want to put the surface of the panel straight on my table because I didn't want the face of it to get scratched because I spent a lot of time polishing it, making it nice. And even then, I'll take some painter's tape probably and put it on the edge of the panel so that it doesn't get scratched. So I just gotta be real careful of that. So I should be able to get a few panels done today, and I'm gonna make another video shortly showing how I lay these strips in there and staple the fabric and all that. So stay tuned for another video. Thanks for watching.